Good afternoon, or good evening, North Oldham, and welcome to the finals of the Butler competition. My name is Teresa Elliott from Lexington, Kentucky. It's my pleasure to be here this evening to evaluate your program in the area of music general effect. Enjoyed your program this afternoon and looking forward to hearing it again tonight. Here we go. Yeah, good energy. I like the placement of your ensemble in the back. I understand why it's back there, but it's also doing a good job being back there. Be careful, guys. That first initiation of attack wasn't quite together, and then there were trumpets hanging through that phrase. Make sure you solidify that and know what's going to happen. Yeah, I appreciate the tonguing there on the trumpets, but let's get it together. Yeah. Okay. Maybe a little bit more to the end of that commitment to that phrase would be a little bit of an exclamation point on that. Yeah. Love the way the soloists are staged here. Really like the different levels. I like the way the band is staged around that, and giving lots of opportunity for the visual as well as the musical presentation. Yeah, just well staged throughout. Even though the guard's on the outside, it's still within range of the musical element. So nice things tying together here. Yeah, I like the way all the visual went to the side one for the soloists. Yeah, again, great staging from the high brass over here to the low brass. Yeah, be careful not to get too excited and overpower and get kind of an out of whack tone quality there. Let's keep it good sounds always. Yeah, liking the tuba sound in this group. Dee, dee, da. Identify the release points of those notes. Da da dee da da dee. Make that articulation the same. Define that articulation. Yeah, you know, I might try that brass quartet, that one statement right before this at a softer volume level and just see what happens. I think it might make this more effective. Yeah, nice job, trombone. Yeah. Yeah, well staged, well thought out. You might think about moving the podium in just a little bit, maybe to the 40-yard line. Just a thought. Yeah, like the sing, sing, sing thing and the drums back there. Yeah, good. Yeah, I like the way visually that brought this stuff. Good. I would like to see if there's some way to get the saxophone soloist more front and center instead of off to the side. I don't know if there's a way to do that or not, but I mean, it's staged okay, but it's really at first wasn't part of it. I see what you're doing. It's trying to have it meet the form, but is there another way to initially get that? Nicely played, by the way. And be careful in this woodwind feature that we don't overpower in the Barry tenor sax line. Yeah, try to search for a more lyrical treatment of this phrase. Yeah, it's just a little bit harsh. And after all of the soloists, the brass soloists we've had, what we need now is some beauty and lyricism. So yeah, careful mellows, tuning, and don't force the sound. Yeah, if that's going to be voiced in the trombone and mellows, we really have to work to get a more beautiful tone color quality out of that. Yeah, nice warm trumpet sound. Yeah, I like the way it's coming right for me. Good. Yeah, clean up that articulation, trumpets. Yeah, be careful right before the horn flip to the side that you don't chop the note off. Yeah, I think this can be stronger for you musically. This hold, search for more ways for dynamic contrast and also more ways to commit to the phrase and maybe find many phrases within the larger phrases. I'm really not sure, but there's more to be gotten there in that hold. I think you can capitalize on that way more than what you're doing right now. If you could get a flag directly behind that soloist to highlight her a little more, that might be a plus too. So take a look at that. I like the way you drew my eyes into that, but maybe there's another way to even accentuate that a little bit more. Yeah, loving the back ensemble. Yeah, a little bit of difficulty finding the trombone player. If there's a way we can stage that better. Yeah, be careful. Make sure everybody commits to the end of that phrase. Follow through dynamically all the way to the release point. Like the contrast here. Be careful, trumpets, now that you're coming right front and center, that you don't overplay. You don't need to do that. Yeah, I lost those 16th notes a little bit, brass, 16th notes in the trumpets. Let's see if we can clean that up. Yeah. Lots of motion here. Yeah, be careful as you bring this in. Yeah, it's almost like you're trying to find your way between the cards here, and we give up on the volume just a little bit. So you might want to either work that a little bit more or rethink that. I like the way it ends with the kids right here in between the cards, but I felt like dynamically and momentum-wise, we just didn't make it all the way to the end as strong as we would have liked. Okay, North Oldham, I really like the show. I really like the design of the show. I like most of what you're doing fundamentally to be able to make this work. However, there are some places where you got folks sticking out of the sound, which whether that's from a design standpoint or not, you've got to make sure that those things aren't happening. And there's a few technical aspects of the show that are not being performed quite to the level that they need to create the artistry that you want. So continue to work on those things. But I like the concept. I like the creativity of the performance. I like the coordination, especially like the props in the center where the soloists are, for that to really be obvious. A couple times when you had soloists that was a little difficult to find, or maybe could be enhanced a little bit, that I talked about. So continue to work on that. Continue to expand the range of our of dynamics and clarify all the articulations so that's a noticeable plus for you. But I really enjoyed the show. Hope some of these comments will be of help to you, and wish you the best of luck. I really I think it's going to do well for you. But keep cleaning it up. Keep working for more direction to the lines, and careful not to overplay at times. All right, best of luck.